Hello and welcome to another video. I think it was a subscriber, he might be a subscriber, that was talking about my Dewy Pines here. So this kinda is more geared towards him if he does watch this. So these Dewy Pines are all seed grown except that center plant. That center plant was purchased from California Carnivores. But these are all seed grown. Let me see if I can find him. This guy here, sticky. That guy was a seed that was just free floating in this pot. It was a seed that had come from one of these pots, and it had sprouted. These things are huge. The plant itself's probably a good 10 to 11 inches tall. But yeah, seed grown. And the thing is he was asking me about scarifying the seeds, and I thought I had put a video together explaining that. I swore I did, but I just take a pair of wire cutters and I snip the very tip of the seed off. Really just the tip. I'll pop that tip off and almost all the seeds will germinate like that. You got to watch for mold when you do germinate these seeds. Mold will take over pretty easily if your substrate and the seeds itself aren't. I treat them with hydrogen peroxide before I germinate. So but yeah, mold is probably the biggest thing that I found when it comes to germinating these seeds. Otherwise, once you get these seeds to germinate, these plants, oh my gosh, they're almost weeds. Sits in about an inch of water all day long. During the winter when it gets cold, like in October-ish, I will let this dry out a couple times until the end of January, which we're into the end of January, so I keep the water a little higher now, which then you'll start to notice that it starts to make a lot more dew, and whew, they smell. But yeah, so yeah, Dewy Pines, they're super simple as long as you watch for mold on your seeds. You probably don't even need to scarify or crack them or anything. You probably just germinate them like any other seed. But mold, you gotta watch for mold. You know, it's kind of the same with Nepenthes seeds. Mold is an issue. And while I'm here, we might as well talk about the rest of the plants on this shelf. I have I have three different areas of plants, and this is the area that gets the most light. There's 8 lamps of T5 LEDs up here. So this has a ton of light. I don't know what the measurement is, but there's a ton of light here. So I repotted this guy, repotted that guy, because those two guys are going in these big pots. These are going to get hung. My goal is to just let the leaves of these just kind of droop over the pots, hanging outside. So that's why they do look a little rough. They did not like the transplant, but there's nothing you can do to these things. Yeah, these are weeds. Just to be straight up about it, these are weeds. You can pull these things out of the pot, jerk that plant out, leave that pot in water, and you'll probably have new plants growing out of that. These things will grow from the roots all day long. So yeah, I know I'll clean it up eventually. I'm busy, guys. So this is John Cephalotus. John, if you are still watching videos, I don't know, but your Cephalotus is making a great comeback. That picture is almost 2 inches tall. Yeah, and shooting out all sorts of new pictures. I inspect this pot for root mealybug once a week, and this tray itself in general is good to go. There is no signs of root mealybug whatsoever from here over, and also here. I can't say for sure 100% here. These guys, these were massively infested with root mealybug. Hot water treatment, excuse me, hot water treatment is what I do for root mealybug. That's how I originally started dealing with them, but it's temporary. It works to an extent, but not 100%. I'm working on something else for that issue, guys. Grandivo. I don't have final results yet, but I'm working with Grandivo to see if I can come up with a solution for root mealybug. But this is my Cephalotus, and as you can see, they all managed to survive. Well, all my cuttings. Are these cuttings? Yeah, these are all my tissue cultured plants that I had in that big pot that you guys have seen in my previous videos. Well, that pot became infested with root mealybug. But these are the rescues of all my tissue culture. I lost probably 3. Yeah, I probably lost 3 small plants. Maybe 4. I can't remember. I tried to put 3 or 4 plants in each pot. And this is what I'm left with. So I think I've lost about 3 or 4 plants, which isn't bad when you're dealing with root mealybug. But yeah, they're looking good. They're grown in sphagnum moss and perlite. That is just the easiest way to grow them. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. It has a great pH, and it's quick and easy to pull these up, pull it apart, and repot these when you use just sphagnum moss there. But yeah, oh hey guys, check this out. Here, I don't know if you guys noticed, and I don't think I mentioned it, but look at this. Look at that. Guess what that is? Those are Nepenthe seeds. I don't know which ones they are though. I had some extra seeds from an order, and I honestly thought the seeds looked like dud seeds. I really did, guys. So I took some and I threw them in this pot. I said, well, if they're duds, they won't grow. Well, they did. Some did. And those are growing under massive amounts of light. Don't know if they'll survive or not, but yeah. Here it is. There it is, guys. This was my prized possession from California Carnivores. This plant was so big. So Damon, I saved it. Agnes is alive. So the root mealybug issue is I inspect this every weekly also. I inspect the top crown area, and because that's a good spot where you'll find them, and so far I haven't found any here, so that's a good sign. But yeah, so that's this shelf. Cephalotus, my sundews, yeah, and of course my prized possession Dewy Pines here. But yeah, so another great video here for you guys. If you got any questions, leave them down below. I hope to see you on the next one, and thank you all for watching and supporting my channel. Catch you. Thank you.